Honey, you cooked breakfast for me. Darling, no matter what happens in this life, no matter how the world rearranges itself, no matter how many storms learn my name or how many quiet days forget it, you will always be my queen. Not the kind of queen crowned by gold or guarded by walls, but the kind who rolls gently, who sits not on a throne, but in the center of my chest, where every breath bows to you without being asked. You are my world, not the map, but the meaning of direction, not the horizon, but the reason I keep walking toward it. If everything else were taken from me, if all languages forgot how to say hope, I would still understand life. The moment I remembered your name, you are my life, not because I cannot live without you, but because living with you is the first time life ever made sense. Before you, days were just time passing. After you, time learned how to stay. I love you in ways I will never fully explain, not because the words are not there, but because my love for you is older than language and deeper than anything that needs to be spoken aloud. I love you in the quiet moments no one sees, the way my heart reaches for you before my hands do, the way your absence still feels shaped like you, the way your presence feels like coming home, even when we are far from everything familiar. If the world asks me who I am, I could list achievements, failures, dreams, regrets, but none of them would be truer than this. I am someone who loves you with his whole existence. Darling, you are not just someone I love. You are someone I choose again and again in every version of the future. I dare to imagine if life becomes gentle, I choose you. If life becomes cruel, I choose you. If the days are full of laughter or heavy with silence, I choose you. Even if everything changes, especially then, I see you, not only as you are today, but as all the versions of you time has yet to reveal. I will love the girl you are, the woman you are becoming, and the soul you will still be when years soften our reflections, but not our connection. You are my queen because you do not demand loyalty, you inspire it. Because your strength is not loud but unshakable. Because your love does not control, it understands. When you smile, the world forgets how to be unkind. When you speak, even my doubts listen. When you hurt, I feel it in places I didn't know were connected to my heart. And when you are happy. Oh, darling, my soul celebrates as if it had something to do with it. I want to build a life with you, made of ordinary miracles, shared mornings, inside jokes, quiet forgiveness, hands reaching for each other without thinking. I want to love you not just passionately, but patiently, the kind of love that stays when excitement fades into comfort, the kind that chooses effort over escape, the kind that grows roots instead of wings because it already knows where it belongs. If the world ever tries to convince you that you are anything less than extraordinary, come sit beside me. I will remind you softly, relentlessly, until you believe it again. You are my world, not because you orbit me, but because we revolve together, two lives moving in rhythm, learning how to stay aligned. Even when gravity pulls hard, you are my life because loving you has taught me how to live honestly, how to feel deeply, how to stay open even when fear whispers otherwise. Darling, if this life gives me nothing else, it has already given me you, and that is enough to last 1,000 lifetimes. I have loved you in silence long before I ever learned how to say it properly. I loved you in patience, in waiting, in believing when logic offered no guarantees. Some loves arrive loudly, mine arrived like truth does, quiet, undeniable, permanent. You are not a chapter in my life, darling. You are the story itself. Everything before you reads like preparation, everything after you feels like continuation. I think about the paths that could have kept us strangers, how easily the universe could have missed us, how fragile timing really is. And it makes me hold you with a kind of reverence, as if loving you is a responsibility I was trusted with, not something I was merely given. You are my queen because you carry grace, even when the world gives you reasons not to, because you know how to be soft without being weak, strong without being cruel, and loving without keeping score. I have watched you without you knowing. The way you care, the way you listen, the way your heart moves first, even when it risks being hurt. And every time I fall for you again, not loudly, but deeply, where falling means staying. Darling, I want to be the place you can rest your worries, the arms that don't ask you to be anything other than yourself. I want to be the voice that reminds you of your worth on the days you forget it, and the silence that lets you breathe when words are too heavy